Activity 3. Listen to the following later. Tina lives in a town called Halol. It is surrounded by small villages, and it is not far from Vadodara. Last month, Tina visited a village fair near Halol. After a few days, she visited a trade fair in Vadodara. She wrote a letter to her friend Meena, who lives in Bhuj. Halol, 25 July 2014. Dear Meena, thank you for your letter of 15 July. I was happy to read about your visit to Dholavira. I visited 2 different fairs last month, and I want to tell you about them. First, I visited a village fair between Halol and Pavagad. We went there in an auto rickshaw. There were 2 small temples outside a small village. I went there with my parents. We reached there in the evening. The open ground between the 2 temples was full of people. There were many shops, toy shops, sweet shops, and a colorful bazaar of household items. Some children were standing in front of a toy shop. They were looking at a small plane. The shopkeeper was showing them the plane. The children laughed with joy and clapped loudly. We also saw a merry-go-round and a giant wheel. The merry-go-round was quite small, but the giant wheel was really huge. The place was full of noise. There were many loudspeakers playing film songs. There were many children in the giant wheel. They were shouting in excitement. We saw a juggler too. He was playing with 5 balls and was keeping all of them in the air. It was wonderful. After some days, we visited a trade fair in Vadodara. It was a school trip. We went there on a Sunday. We went by a bus. There was no entry fee. The whole ground was full of large stalls. There were many stalls of electronic goods like TV, VCR, and music systems. The girls on the counters were well dressed. They were answering the questions of visitors with a smile. There was another row of stalls for things like fridge and washing machines. One salesman was demonstrating the use of mixer grinder. 2 young women were asking him some questions. We went round and saw everything. At the other end of the fair, there were some fast food stalls. My friends ordered pizza and I ordered a glass of lassi. We sat down for a while and savored the food. There were a couple of sweet shops, but we did not buy any sweets. We came back in the evening. Okay, I will stop now. Convey my regards to your parents. Yours sincerely, Tina.